Are you waking up 2, 3, even 5 times a night just to rush to the bathroom? In today's video, we're diving into the 5 best vegetables to prevent frequent urination at night in the elderly, proven by doctors and trusted by real people just like you. Let's be honest, there's nothing more frustrating than lying in bed, finally getting comfortable, and then feeling that urge to go again and again. For many older adults, nighttime bathroom trips aren't just annoying, they rob you of deep healing sleep, affect your energy the next day, and over time can impact your heart health, memory, and even your mood. You are not alone. According to the National Institute on Aging, over 60% of men and women over age 65 experience nocturia, which is the medical term for frequent urination during the night. That means millions of seniors across the US are silently struggling every night, and most don't realize that diet plays a major role in this problem. Doctors and nutrition experts now agree that certain foods, especially vegetables with the right balance of water, fiber, and minerals, can help reduce the need to pee at night. And here's the kicker. These foods aren't exotic or hard to find. They're right in your local grocery store, and you might already have some in your fridge. So today, we're revealing the top 5 vegetables that can help you finally sleep through the night. And vegetable number 1 might just surprise you. But before we get into it, we want to hear from you. What health problem are you struggling with the most right now? Drop a comment below, whether it's joint pain, blood sugar, sleep, or digestion. We're listening, and we'll cover it in an upcoming video just for you. Now let's get into it. First up is number 5, and it's a humble hero that's often overlooked: zucchini. Zucchini is packed with water, but the good kind. It hydrates your body without overloading your bladder thanks to its slow-release fiber. That means your kidneys stay supported, but your bladder doesn't go into overdrive. Plus, zucchini is high in potassium, which helps balance out sodium levels in your body and reduces water retention. That's important because when your body holds on to too much salt, your kidneys work overtime to flush it out, often in the middle of the night. The best way to eat zucchini: lightly steamed or sautéed with olive oil and garlic. Don't overcook it too much. Heat kills off the nutrients. You can also slice it raw into a salad or blend it into a smoothie if you're feeling adventurous. Try this at dinner instead of high-sodium veggies like canned corn or pickled foods, which can actually make nighttime urination worse. Now, moving along in our story, because this is all connected, let me ask you something. Have you ever eaten something you thought was healthy, only to find yourself up at 3 a.m. wondering what went wrong? That happens more often than you'd think, especially with folks who eat a lot of broccoli or spinach. And don't get me wrong, those are healthy foods, but if you have a sensitive bladder, the high levels of oxalates in spinach and the sulfur compounds in broccoli can be irritating. Which brings us to number 4, carrots. Yes, good old-fashioned carrots. They might not seem like bladder heroes at first glance, but they are. Why? Because carrots are rich in beta-carotene and antioxidants which help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the urinary tract. And here's the bonus: carrots are naturally sweet, so they satisfy your taste buds without spiking your blood sugar the way sugary snacks do. Elevated blood sugar can irritate your bladder lining, especially if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic. Carrots also help firm up your stools, which is more important than you think. When you're constipated, the pressure from your bowels can push on your bladder and make you feel like you have to pee more often, even if you don't. So adding carrots to your dinner, or even as a crunchy snack during the day, can quietly solve 2 problems at once. Now, I know some of you are wondering, what if I have dentures or dental issues and can't chew raw carrots? That's okay. You can steam them until they're soft, or even mash them like sweet potatoes. You still get the bladder benefits without stressing your teeth. And if you're someone who uses meal planning apps or reminders tools like MyFitnessPal, or even Alex's grocery list feature, can help you stay on track with adding carrots to your routine. Let's take a breath here, because I want you to know you're not failing. You're learning. Every step you take toward better sleep and fewer nighttime bathroom trips matters. And this next vegetable, it's especially powerful if you're dealing with prostate issues or postmenopausal bladder sensitivity. Coming in at number 3, cucumbers. Now I know what you're thinking. Aren't cucumbers mostly water? Isn't that going to make me pee more? Here's the truth. Cucumbers are hydrating, but they don't overstimulate your bladder the way sugary drinks or caffeine do. In fact, cucumbers are full of anti-inflammatory compounds like fisetin, which helps calm the lining of your bladder and reduce irritation. This is huge, especially if you've been diagnosed with interstitial cystitis or just have that constant urge to go with very little output. Here's the secret with cucumbers: eat them earlier in the day. A cucumber salad with lunch is perfect. It keeps you hydrated and supports kidney function during the daytime, so your body has time to flush out excess fluids before bedtime. Just don't eat them at night. That's where timing makes all the difference. You can mix cucumber slices with Greek yogurt and dill for a light, bladder-friendly tzatziki dip, or toss them with lemon juice and a touch of olive oil for a refreshing side. And if you're struggling to drink enough water during the day, adding cucumber slices to your water pitcher can make hydration more pleasant without going overboard. All right, we're getting closer to the most important vegetables on this list, and the next one is especially helpful for those of you who've been told your bladder is small, or who feel the need to go even when your bladder's not full. This has everything to do with nerve signals, inflammation, and how your body holds onto fluids. But before we go there, I just want to say, if you've gotten value from this so far, give the video a like and let us know in the comments what topic you want us to cover next. Your questions help shape this channel. Number 2, asparagus. Now listen, I know asparagus has a reputation. Some folks say it makes their urine smell funny. That's true for some people, but let me tell you, if you can get past that, asparagus can do wonders for your urinary health. This vegetable is like a natural diuretic, but it works during the day, not at night. That's a game changer. Here's what's special about asparagus. It contains something called asparagine, an amino acid that helps flush excess fluids and toxins from your body without overstimulating your bladder. In simpler terms, it helps your body get rid of the bad stuff, but on your schedule, not in the middle of the night. Even more important, asparagus is rich in folate and vitamin K, which support your kidneys and help reduce inflammation. And again, inflammation is at the root of so many bladder problems, whether it's from prostate enlargement, menopause, or even long-term medication use. Inflammation makes your bladder more sensitive, more urgent, and more likely to wake you up at 2 a.m. So how should you eat asparagus? Roasting it in the oven with a little olive oil and lemon is one of the easiest, most delicious ways. Skip the butter that adds unnecessary fat and salt. Instead, add a sprinkle of black pepper or garlic powder if you have trouble chewing steaming asparagus until tender is perfect. You can even blend it into soups if you're not a fan of the texture. Now, I want to take a moment and talk directly to those of you who felt hopeless about this issue. Maybe you've tried cutting back on water before bed. Maybe you've tried prescription medications. Maybe you've even stopped going out in the evenings because you're so tired from waking up all night. I hear you. And what I want you to know is this: your diet can help, and it doesn't have to be extreme. The next vegetable on our list, the number 1 vegetable to help prevent frequent urination at night, isn't flashy, it's not trendy, but it's backed by science, trusted by doctors, and used in cultures all around the world for this very purpose. Number 1, pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin, not the sweetened pumpkin pie filling from the can that's loaded with sugar and syrup. I'm talking about real pure pumpkin, fresh or canned 100% pumpkin puree. This vegetable is rich in magnesium, and that's what makes it so powerful. Magnesium helps relax the bladder muscles and supports better bladder control. In fact, several studies have shown that people who increase their magnesium intake, especially through natural food sources like pumpkin, experience fewer urinary urges, better bladder emptying, and less nighttime disruption. But that's not all. Pumpkin is also high in fiber, which helps keep your digestion regular. And remember what we said earlier, constipation adds pressure on your bladder, making things worse. So by supporting both your bladder and your gut, pumpkin works on 2 fronts. It's also great for your prostate. Research from Japanese scientists has shown that pumpkin seed extract can significantly reduce symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, a condition that affects most men over 60 and contributes to nighttime urination. Now, you might be asking, how do I eat more pumpkin without getting tired of it? Here are some easy ideas. Add a few spoonfuls of pumpkin puree to your oatmeal in the morning with a dash of cinnamon. Mix it into a smoothie with almond milk and banana, or make a savory pumpkin soup with garlic, onion, and a little chicken broth. It's comforting, healthy, and incredibly bladder-friendly. And for those of you who prefer supplements, there are also magnesium-rich pumpkin seed oil capsules available. But as always, talk to your doctor before starting any supplement, especially if you're on medications. Now, let's bring it all together. You've learned about 5 powerful vegetables: zucchini, carrots, cucumbers, asparagus, and pumpkin. Each one plays a unique role, hydrating the right way, calming inflammation, supporting bladder function, and easing pressure on your system. But here's what matters most: consistency. Eating these vegetables once in a while won't do much, but making them a regular part of your diet, especially in your evening meals, can help your body settle your bladder, stay calm, and your nights become restful again. And don't worry, you don't have to do this alone. If keeping track of meals and symptoms feels overwhelming, you can use a simple notepad or even a free app like My Symptoms to log what you eat and how your nights go. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns, and that's when real change begins. Before we wrap up this part, I want to leave you with a gentle reminder: you deserve restful sleep. You deserve to feel energized in the morning to go for walks, visit your grandchildren, or just sit in peace without battling exhaustion. These changes may seem small, but they add up to a better, fuller life. And hey, don't forget to leave us a comment. What's something you've tried that helped you sleep better at night? Or what would you like us to talk about in the next video? Whether it's digestion, balance, bone health, or memory, we're here for you. We've already talked about the top 5 vegetables: zucchini, carrots, cucumbers, asparagus, and pumpkin, that can truly make a difference in how many times you get up at night to use the bathroom. But maybe you're thinking, all right, I know which vegetables help, but how do I really put this into practice day by day? That's what we're going to talk about now. Because knowing is one thing, doing that's where the real magic happens. Let's start with your daily routine. If your bladder is waking you up at night, the most important time of day to pay attention to your diet is the evening. What you eat after 5 or 6 p.m. sets the stage for your sleep. A heavy, greasy dinner with processed foods, spicy sauces, or high-sodium meats will irritate your system and lead to bladder pressure at exactly the wrong time when you're trying to rest. But when your evening meal is filled with the right vegetables, like the ones we've covered, your bladder gets the message: calm down, relax. It's time to sleep. Here's a simple example. Picture this dinner plate: roasted asparagus and carrots, with a small portion of grilled chicken, a side of mashed pumpkin with just a touch of cinnamon, and a cucumber salad drizzled in lemon juice and olive oil. Sounds good, right? It's light, filling, and full of the exact nutrients that help your body regulate fluid naturally without rushing your bladder. Now, I know some folks still believe that avoiding all fluids at night is the solution, but that's not always true. Dehydration can actually worsen bladder problems. When you're not drinking enough water during the day, your urine becomes more concentrated and irritating to the bladder lining. That leads to stronger urges at night. So here's a better plan. Focus on drinking most of your fluids in the morning and early afternoon. After 6 p.m., slow it down. Sip, don't gulp. And don't drink anything with caffeine or artificial sweeteners in the evening. Both of those are known bladder irritants. Tea lovers, listen up. Many herbal teas actually help the bladder relax. Try chamomile or corn silk tea, both of which are known to reduce inflammation and soothe the urinary tract. Just enjoy them earlier in the evening, not right before bed. Let's take this a step further. If you want to create a full weekly plan, here's a simple tip. Use a calendar or even sticky notes on your fridge. Mark off 3 or 4 days a week when your dinner will include at least 2 of the 5 key vegetables we talked about. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make it intentional. Maybe Monday is zucchini and carrots. Wednesday is cucumber and asparagus. Friday is pumpkin and carrots. Rotate them, combine them, try different seasonings. The key is to stay consistent because every vegetable you eat is another step toward a more peaceful night. Now let's talk about movement. You might be wondering, what does exercise have to do with bladder health more than you think? Gentle walking, light stretching, and pelvic floor exercises can help tone the muscles that support your bladder. Stronger muscles mean better control, fewer leaks, and less urgency. And you don't need a gym membership. A 10-minute walk after dinner or a few standing stretches in your living room can do wonders. If you're interested, there are simple apps like Continence Coach that walk you through pelvic floor exercises. These were designed especially for older adults. No confusing steps, no judgment, just gentle guidance. And if apps aren't your thing, a folded towel and a quiet room are all you need. Let's come back to food for a moment, because this is about more than just vegetables. It's about knowing what to avoid too. Certain so-called healthy foods can actually irritate the bladder. Tomatoes and tomato-based sauces, for example, are acidic and can increase urgency. The same goes for citrus fruits, spicy peppers, vinegar-heavy dressings, and yes, even chocolate. If you're having trouble with nighttime urination and any of those foods are part of your dinner, try cutting them back and see how your nights change. Even dairy can be tricky. Some older adults find that milk or cheese late at night increases bladder sensitivity. That doesn't mean you have to give it up completely, but it's worth experimenting. Maybe you swap out that glass of milk for a warm cup of oat milk or almond milk instead. Now, I want to speak to the emotional side of this, because it's not just physical, it's frustrating, it's exhausting, and sometimes it feels embarrassing. But let me remind you, needing to pee at night doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means your body is asking for help. And that's what this video is all about, giving you real practical tools to support your body gently and naturally. You've already learned the vegetables that help. You've heard how timing hydration and gentle movement make a difference. You've even heard about a few tools and tricks to help you track progress. But here's the final thing I want to leave you with. Don't try to do it all at once. Start small. Choose one vegetable this week. Maybe zucchini, maybe carrots. Add it to your dinner 2 or 3 nights. See how your body responds. Then add another. Over time, this becomes a habit, a new normal. And that's when you'll start to notice, hey, I didn't wake up last night. Or I only got up once instead of 4 times. That's progress. That's healing. And healing is possible. At any age, you just have to begin. So here's my challenge to you tonight when you get ready for dinner. Choose one of these 5 vegetables. Prepare it with care. Eat it slowly. And when you lay your head down to sleep, know that you're taking one more step toward peace, rest, and comfort. If this video helped you, let us know in the comments. What worked? What didn't? What questions do you still have? Your voice matters here. We're building a community where older adults support each other with real advice, simple steps, and honest conversations. Thank you for spending your time with me today. You deserve restful nights and energetic days. And with the right foods, the right habits, and a little bit of hope, that goal is absolutely within reach. Stay well, sleep deeply, and we'll see you in the next video.